Darryl Carter's design philosophy is admired across the globe for its quiet beauty, measured restraint, and sophisticated balance. In a world overflowing with visual noise, Carter's work stands out because it feels peaceful yet powerful. His neutral-driven palettes, thoughtful architectural details, and curated furnishings transform homes into refined sanctuaries. In this video, we'll walk through the major principles behind his aesthetic and show how you can successfully recreate his signature look in your own home. Carter's approach is the epitome of quiet luxury, an ambience crafted not through excess but through thoughtful refinement. Instead of chasing trends, he focuses on timeless elegance expressed through simple silhouettes, natural textures, and balanced compositions. Achieving this look at home requires intention, the intention to edit, refine, and appreciate the beauty of subtlety. The goal is to let your space whisper sophistication rather than shout for attention. Perhaps the most defining element of Darryl Carter's design language is his stunning use of neutral palettes. Carter doesn't just use white, he uses whites that feel warm, layered, and emotive. Pairing creamy tones with soft taupes, cool grays, and weathered wood creates depth without chaos. This muted foundation allows the character of your furnishings and architectural features to shine while maintaining an airy sense of calm. The Darryl Carter aesthetic celebrates furnishings that are simultaneously graceful and grounded. Think timeless forms, classic silhouettes, solid wood frames, and heirloom-quality craftsmanship. Sculptural pieces are used sparingly yet remain highly impactful. The focus is always on quality, not quantity. When choosing furniture for your home, avoid overly ornate pieces and instead look for shapes that are strong, edited, and quietly commanding. Carter places tremendous value on architectural integrity. Molding, door casings, wall paneling, and original features are restored and emphasized. Even in modern spaces, Carter will add architectural details that bring a sense of history and craft. To recreate this at home, consider highlighting your existing architecture or adding simple millwork to create depth, structure, and authenticity. It's about celebrating the soul of the space itself. Editing is one of Carter's trademarks. A room isn't complete when there's nothing left to add, it's complete when there's nothing left to remove. This careful curation allows each chosen piece to have presence and meaning. Start by decluttering your home, removing anything that distracts from the overall harmony. Embrace white space, negative space, and the elegance of an uncluttered environment. Darryl Carter masterfully merges classic antiques with modern forms. A centuries-old farmhouse table may be paired with a minimalist pendant light, or a vintage oil painting might hang above a contemporary sofa. This juxtaposition elevates the room, making it feel collected rather than decorated. To mimic this style, mix objects from different eras thoughtfully, ensuring they complement rather than compete with each other. Carter's spaces demonstrate that neutrals need not be boring. He builds interest through texture, linen curtains, wool throws, plaster walls, weathered wood, and iron accents. These layers give the room quiet richness without overwhelming the eye. To reproduce this effect, incorporate natural fabrics, tactile materials, and subtle contrasts to bring warmth and dimension to your home. Artwork in a Darryl Carter space tends to be minimal but powerful. Pieces are chosen for their emotional resonance, sculptural quality, or historical curiosity. Instead of filling every wall, Carter often places a single large artwork to create a statement. Accessorizing is equally restrained. Choose objects that matter, handcrafted ceramics, antique books, or meaningful artifacts, and allow each piece its own breathing room. Lighting is essential to achieving the Darryl Carter aesthetic. Instead of harsh overhead lights, he favors layered illumination, wall sconces, table lamps, and candlelight. These softer sources create a warm, enveloping glow that enhances the quiet luxury of the room. To recreate this effect, opt for warm bulbs, dimmers, and multiple light sources that allow your space to evolve from day to night. Carter's styling feels effortless yet intentional. Coffee tables may hold a few curated books and a sculptural object. Consoles might feature a single large vase, while shelves are arranged with negative space in mind. The goal is elegant restraint. When styling your surfaces, focus on symmetry, balance, and meaningful pieces rather than filling every inch just for the sake of decoration. Darryl Carter favors natural materials because they age beautifully and bring authenticity into the home. Linen, wood, stone, leather, and iron create a grounded, honest atmosphere. These materials also patinate over time, adding character and depth. Incorporate organic elements into your space through furnishings, textiles, and small accents to anchor your home in simplicity and elegance. Empty space is an essential tool in Carter's design approach. It allows the eye to rest and helps meaningful elements stand out. Negative space introduces calm and refinement, giving your room a museum-like quietude. When decorating, don't be afraid to leave areas empty. Think of space as a design element in itself, one that adds sophistication through restraint. Carter's interiors often include pieces with imperfections, faded paint, worn edges, or naturally aged finishes. These flaws are not defects, they tell a story and introduce warmth. In your home, embrace items that show character rather than pursuing a sterile, overly polished look. Imperfections bring authenticity and soften the overall aesthetic. Although Carter's palette is neutral, he occasionally introduces dramatic elements, a dark accent wall, a statement sculpture, or a bold antique painting. These moments feel intentional and add depth without disrupting the calm. To incorporate this idea, choose one or two standout pieces that anchor the room and provide visual contrast in a measured, elegant way. A Darryl Carter home flows seamlessly from one room to the next. Neutral colors, natural materials, and consistent styling create unity. Each space feels distinct yet connected. To achieve this in your home, maintain a consistent palette and repeat certain textures or motifs throughout your interiors. This continuity builds harmony and reinforces the overall aesthetic. Although Carter's aesthetic is recognizable, he always tailors his interiors to the homeowner's lifestyle and needs. The beauty of this approach is its adaptability. Quiet luxury can work in a city apartment, countryside home, or coastal retreat. Make sure your own space aligns with the way you live, express yourself, and feel at ease. Personal function should guide the design. Carter's rooms often feature a single, unforgettable piece, a vintage horse sculpture, an antique urn, or a dramatic black painting. These signature objects add soul and focal interest. Look for one-of-a-kind items that speak to you and complement your home's palette. These treasures personalize your space and elevate the quiet luxury you're building. At the heart of Darryl Carter's aesthetic is a profound sense of calm. His spaces feel collected, thoughtful, and peaceful, never chaotic or over-decorated. Achieving this calm requires intentional choices, edited furnishings, soft lighting, curated objects, and a focus on quality over volume. As you build your own Carter-inspired home, prioritize serenity above all else. Recreating the Darryl Carter aesthetic at home is ultimately about embracing a lifestyle of simplicity, refinement, and thoughtful beauty. It's about choosing pieces that matter, honoring natural materials, and allowing your home to breathe. By blending timeless design with personal character, you can create a space that feels elegant, grounded, and effortlessly luxurious, an environment where quiet sophistication truly shines.